CREEPZ/OnlyFans is coming up pretty soon.
Oh boy.
Wow. It's going to be the driest content you've ever paid for.
But there's a market out there for that.
Mm-hmm. What was that?
What was that?
What did you hear?
I hope it's not the...
That sounded close.
Yeah. No.
Every time we come in this cabin...
I'm telling you. I'll tell you right now, something was rattling up there, and I think it has something to do with the crystal.
Oh, that purple crystal again?
The Ginny Davis crystal.
Did you use the rest of that corner?
I did, yes.
Oh.
Went around the side. Yeah.
Hopefully they didn't see you, huh?
Oh, if they did, that's on them. I was on private property.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. They shouldn't be looking at private property.
That's right. So true. Yes. Yeah, I like that. It's good. So it works. You know, I've asked Santa Claus for a castle. I haven't got it yet. Albeit I asked for it when I was about 35, but I thought Santa Claus was supposed to give you gifts.
But
Well, maybe
I
he
bet
gave
you've been naughty.
access to this interesting creeper cabin where a lot of weird things happen.
Maybe.
Maybe he introduced you to the guy who let you borrow this creeper cabin for a bit.
Old Kris Kringle up to his old tricks, huh? Trying to make me learn a lesson, I guess.
Yeah, kind of it's a wonderful life story, you know.
Yeah.
Got to work your way up to find the magic, I guess.
Yeah, strangely enough, I've seen people.
Did
that
you
look
just
like
say
Santa Claus.
It's a Wonderful Life?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Hey, and
None of that
if I
remake
remember
business.
right, it's every bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
You're close. Every time a bell rings,
Oh, every time a bell rings.
an angel gets
I know
her
you.
wings.
You're still young.
This movie is from like the 1930s, I believe.
Yeah, late
1930s.
30s.
I believe
yeah.
so.
You don't watch that
For
Late
him.
40s.
with your your dad?
1930. No.
You didn't watch that when you were younger?
Every time a bell rings for Caleb, it's the beginning of another UFC or boxing match.
There we go. Like that. Well,
And then a couple of weeks ago, I watched some UFC at Hollywood.
it's a great sport. It's
Yeah.
just
I
real
wa-
men going at it. And
It's-
women.
I won.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I won $50, and I watched UFC that night.
Dang.
Nice. Oh, maybe I was here tonight from Santa Claus to learn about UFC betting.
Oh, I didn't bet.
Oh, you
I
just-
Hollywood casinos.
Well, you could still sports bet there.
I know, but I don't do that.
So what did you win the $50?
I don't.
yeah,
do
explain
you,
this
do you
fit-
do FanDuel,
No.
or do you do? What's the other one?
I know what you're talking about.
What's the other one?
Dual DraftKings.
DraftKings. Do you do
I like
DraftKings?
DraftKings.
Okay.
It's cool.
That's betting.
I know. I don't do it. Do you do it?
I'm so confused. No, I don't.
You don't.
So what did you win the $50 on?
Just
Like what?
the casino.
Like what? Roulette?
Yeah, roulette.
Oh,
Craps? Or
Roulette. I like
Wow.
roulette.
You like to watch the ball go around?
Yeah, I like to choose red, black, even, odd. Boom, I get money.
Well, good for you.
Remember, Alex Bachelor No, it wasn't my
that was
bachelor.
yours, dude.
$200 on one?
Where you were rolling that night, and we were gathering a crowd. Put it that way.
Gideon was rolling, and later on the night they were rolling us out of there.
Yeah, we got escorted out of a casino.
Did we actually get...
Yeah, they were like, you guys have to go. And the two security guards, they were cool. They were like, but yeah, rules are rules. A couple, it wasn't any of us. It was some friends of, some friends. We liked, they're our friends.
Where?
They had a very good time that night, and they got a little too loud and caused a little bit too much of a scene, and we tried to keep the peace. I tried to...
I don't remember that.
Well, you shouldn't, because we tried to keep that from you because we didn't want it to ruin your bachelor party.
That's right, dude.
I just heard about a couple of people in the bathroom. That's the story I heard, right?
I didn't hear about...
Oh,
boy, there's more to this story. Jeez.
Wow. All right.
Where was this bachelor party at?
Argosy.
Argosy.
All right, Argosy, pretty cool.
Argosy rings a bell for some reason.
Well, if you're talking about the Missouri Paracon,
I am!
is it not at the Argosy?
Yes,
Casino?
At the Ameristar Casino.
There it is.
That's the one.
Go ahead, put that up there, right there. It says it right there.
The blue clouds.
Ugh, when is it?
It is February 28th to the March 1st.
When's your birthday?
It's a couple weeks, about a week and a half before that big event.
He can't put that information out there.
Yeah, it's PII, man. I don't like my PII out there. I mean, I love casinos, but I keep my lack of money very tight.
Personal information?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said PII.
Personal identifiable information.
It's never good when your PII's out.
That's right.
It's never...
Yeah, keep that PII
That's just
tucked
too
in
much
tight.
PII. Ding, 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 ding.
Here we go. All right, Belvoir Winery Investigation featuring Adam Berry, Richard Estep.
Very popular right now.
Yeah, Shane Pittman, Patrick Keller, who I listened to the Big Seance podcast. He had Jesse and Brad, the organizers of this Paracon on, and that was a great show. Patrick's a pretty entertaining guy. And somebody called CREEPZ Paranormal.
I thought I told him to change that. Paranormal to be... Oh, hot take. Paranormal's a verb.
Could be an adjective.
Is that... Wait. Paranormal...
I think it'd be more of an adjective.
No, it's... Yes, it's... that's what I'm trying to say. It's like it's... when you end it... No, it's paranormal experiences. Paranormal investigation. It's not team name paranormal. Because paranormal, the way it works in the English system of English, it doesn't... I have a problem with the word paranormal.
It's a translation to the audience.
Yes.
We're not. We're freaking explorers.
Yeah.
Say it.
City and rural explorers examining paranormal zones.
We do ghostly affairs.
Yeah, ghostly affairs, yes
Yeah.
indeed.
Yes, we get into bed with those ghosts.
Not affair like that.
Oh.
Like, just... Never mind.
I mean, that's how deep we get.
You did a dad joke. Sorry.
Well,
I was just talking about, never mind.
oh, I get it.
We get you now.
Yeah,
Ghostly affairs.
right. Affairs. Current Affair. Used to be a great show in the 90s.
That's true. I remember their intro. That was
The bow.
come right in.
Yeah, it's like usually right after Unsolved Mysteries, too.
So yeah.
Rest in peace, Robert.
Yeah,
Stack.
Robert Stack.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Episode 3. Here we go.
There it is.
Yeah. Hey, it is now 2025 here, fellas.
We made it through another year.
That was great.
2024.
It's all right.
It's all right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It's up and downs.
A lot of shifts in various spectrums of topics.
But hey,
Yeah.
we made it to a new year.
That's
did.
right.
That's
That's
all that matters.
I like
that's the
fives.
bright side.
Yeah.
We made it through.
Years that end in fives are usually pretty good. 2015. What happened, folks?
We had the world champion Kansas City Royals.
Yeah,
go.
that's right.
big fans, if you
Certainly.
couldn't guess already. 2015 was a big year. Man, hard to believe that was coming up on 10 years ago. Time flies.
I hope the Royals recognize that. We need more championships.
Yeah, it was much better than
Good.
their 2005 year. That's for sure.
Wow.
2025, look out.
Hey.
MLB.
That's right. At least in 24, they made it to the playoffs.
Yeah,
So that's pretty good.
sure did.
Great.
Yankees, man, Yankees.
Dang Yankees.
Not a fan.
New York, anything. Sorry to not put some spec on your Giants.
Yeah, that's all right. On next year, 2025. Yep, 2024 was that great.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about. This episode, we're going to be touching on 2024, on some paranormal topics that came up, and we're going to be looking forward to 2025 to see what's going on this year.
That's right. So let's maybe start in-house. 2024 was a pretty good year for us.
I'd say so, yeah.
Didn't have too many adventures off-site. I think we kind of starting off with the YouTube world. You know, we just kind of revived our YouTube channel
Right.
just a couple years ago. It's been in existence for many
I
years.
think we
12 years?
Yeah.
started in 2009, I think, is when we posted our first video.
Yeah, and we post videos here and there. Forgive us, we really didn't reply to any comments or check out anything else in the YouTube world until recently. But we kicked off the year with our Vale Mansion series.
That's right.
Actually into 2023 with part 1.
Let me stop you right there. Even before Vale Mansion, or was it during the same time, we went to a certain event in a certain part of Kansas.
That's right.
Wamigo, what was it? It was the Wamigo Booze and Brews?
No, that was a couple years ago. This was the Transcendent Paranormal Expo in Wamigo, Kansas.
It was?
Yeah,
I thought
It
it was
was-
the booze, whatever, too.
I thought too.
This
Yeah,
was
this is-
January,
It
mid-January.
was, yeah.
And Wamigo
It
is
was
such
cold,
a cool
too.
town.
It was cold.
But hey, the weather actually worked out great. You know, it's a little
been
bit of
a
a
year.
drive for us, but we made it.
Yeah. And we're going to touch on 2025 here a little bit. What's their event that's coming up? Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make it to it this year, but aren't they having a paranormal event this year?
Yes, they are. They believe it's January 18th, where they're going to have the Heartland Medium do her thing.
That should be fun for anybody that wants to go to Wamigo on that date.
Yeah, it's definitely a worthwhile time. And just that main drag of Wamigo, there's so much to do. Of course, the event's held at the historic Columbian Theater, and we learned so much about the Columbian Theater and just the artifacts they had from the Chicago World's Fair from over 100 years ago. Those world-known items are in Wamigo, Kansas.
It certainly
Amazing.
was. The basement actually used to be a funeral parlor and a morgue, I believe.
Yeah, that was...
little tidbit. I know he just made it all nice and beautiful and everything, but that's the part I remember.
It's hard to forget when you learn that tidbit of
It
information.
really is. But yes, the Columbian Theater is very beautiful. Go check it out, even if you're not going to an event. Great place. And Wamigo in general, because they have not only the little Columbia Theater, they have the Oz Museum. So if you're a big fan of the Wizard of Oz, get yourself down to Wamigo and check out that Oz Museum. A lot of fun artifacts from the movie and from probably Wicked now. I imagine they might get some props from there.
I got dragged along to see Wicked, and I was thinking, like, man, it'd be pretty cool to take the family back to the Oz Museum in Wamigo, Kansas, because they were singing. They were one of the guilty parties singing along with the Wicked.
Ooh.
And I heard you can't do that in the theater unless you buy that special ticket, but
Wow.
I'm sure you could sing in the Oz Museum.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Return to Oz, starring the chick from she was in the Three Witches in the 90s. The Cure, not The Cure. She has a very long name. Her. Yes. She was in Return to Oz. Oh, not in Return to Oz. I love even the other spin-off starring Michael Jackson. The Wiz.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Dude, that was a fun movie.
Michael Jackson had a movie?
Yes, he was the lead role
What?
in the movie
You
The
never
Wiz.
seen The Wiz?
I've never seen The Wiz.
I have.
I just now heard about this.
Treat yourself.
I love Michael Jackson. That's
Treat
great
yourself.
guy. Yeah.
I mean, Wicked, sure, is great. Right, but the Wiz, they need to make that a musical. He had a peanut butter cup for a nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You want to check that out now, don't you?
you know,
you got to see that.
Nose. Interesting.
That's the Wiz. That's the Wizard of Oz. That's Wicked. That's Return to Oz, and all your other spin-offs involving the Tin Man was a sci-fi special a couple years ago. That's your Wizard of Oz. All stuff you can find at the Oz Museum in Wamego, Kansas, along with their event that's coming up this January. And now we're going to bring it right back to our event that we did. Not our event, but the event we went to in 2024. Yes, we touched on that, talked about it. It was a good time. You already said the name of it, and I don't know how you remember the name of that.
Yeah.
Oh, the Transcendent Paranormal Expo. I don't know why. I remember it through my hands because of Transcendence, I guess.
Yeah.
But Transcendent Paranormal Expo, that was a great time. I mean, our friend Marla did a great job organizing it, and others. She gives credit to her board of volunteers and a ton of unique vendors, some paranormal vendors, some holistic vendors, metaphysical vendors, which was pretty cool to check out.
No filming the metaphysics, the Reiki events.
Yeah,
film.
they kind of frown on that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Kind of takes away from the Reiki
Right.
stuff.
I'm sure maybe there's an camera interference.
Probably, yeah.
I'm wondering. Gotta concentrate. Gotta heal.
For those who know, you know.
Yeah. That was fun. Fun event.
Yeah, I've never been on a panel before, but heard some
that's
interesting
right.
things. The panel it was first time on there, and
I think
I
learned about
learned a
new
lot,
crypt-
learned a lot about new stuff that I had no idea about.
What was the new cryptid you learned about?
The most interesting one that stood out was a frog with a human head.
Oh, wow.
That blew my mind. Never. Hopefully, that's not true.
It's out there.
That would
No,
freak me out. No.
Somebody's seen it. It's out there.
I refuse to believe.
Well, let's remember that location where they saw it, and we can go investigate. We could do our first cryptid investigation.
Well, you know, the state of our home state of Kansas, the presenter said it's pretty wide open. There's a lot of dark areas. So the fact that, or the belief that cryptids are out there in these dark zones,
Have you heard of this,
I
Gideon?
believe it.
What, the frog with a human head?
Yeah.
This is the first time.
Yeah,
Can you,
Whoa.
possibly pull it up at all?
No.
I just want to see what it looks like.
We've already got a lot of bad juju in this creeper cabin.
That's right.
Oh,
We got
man.
crystals shaking in the cabinets. It's
Yeah,
all
the
sorts of bad
people
stuff.
knocking on the door last time. The lights went out
Right.
one time, and now we want a frog with a frog with a human
Yep,
head.
frog with a human head.
I've
I
seen
mean,
it.
I kind of want to check it out though.
Oh, man. Wow.
Because
Just
Gideon,
pull it up. I'm curious what it
Let's
looks
take
like.
a look.
Just type in like a conspiracy of the frog with the human
Is it a
head.
small head or a big head?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Here we go.
Is it a small head like the Beetlejuice? You know that when they're in that office.
The
you know
shrunken
what's his
head.
name? Bob.
upright. Yeah, I can't remember the name, but
Have
that's
you
what
seen
you're
the new
picturing,
one?
huh?
The Beetlejuice one. The new
No,
one.
I haven't.
I watched it recently. It's not that bad. It's a unique modern 25 years later kind of thing. Not 25. 30 years later kind of thing. 5. It's not that bad. I liked
I'll have
it.
to check it out. Yeah.
I like the original one and the new one. My wife says
Ohio.
she likes the old one. Because it's
Yeah. It's nostalgia.
yeah.
I don't think that's it.
That looks like
I think this is all a tale.
Ohio. Oh, so
I'm not seeing anything with a.
Caleb needs his hard-hitting evidence.
Yes.
Right.
But yes, overall, that one stood out the most.
Huh.
Well, you did a great job maintaining composure on the panel. And I have to admit, I mean, we had a great time on the panel. We appreciate being invited, but I felt we were kind of in a different category
Yes, very.
with that audience. We're more of your basic spooky ghosts and
Yeah.
you know, weird sounds. And this is getting into zoology and cryptozoology.
Now I'm all about it. You know, I think
Right.
I think it's cool. I'm not against it at all, but it just kind of
Seriously.
shocks my mind.
If we
at times.
find a legit case of a cryptid stomping around somewhere, I think we should go try it out.
Of course. Oh, it's not Bigfoot. I'll stay away from that.
Oh, Bigfoot's fine. Because Bigfoot's not real.
Sure, that is true. Sorry.
Oh,
Comments from the
But-
Scotch Hunters.
Aliens are real. That's that, we can all agree on that.
whoa. New Jersey.
Oh, you talking about the drones?
2024 right there. There you go. That's how you ended the
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Yep.
2024, God. Yeah. Hot
So-
topic.
Hot topic. Very hot topic.
Now, if it turns out Bigfoots are flying the drones, then we'll talk.
Man.
Yeah,
I don't believe in Bigfoot, but aliens more of. I believe more in that.
no doubt. No doubt. Big universe.
You got to figure Bigfoot will adapt.
He would, yeah.
He would adapt.
They would.
Getting in touch with technology and like drones are fun.
Right.
I think a Yeti is more possible than a
Okay.
Bigfoot.
A Yeti is a Bigfoot.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's more
That's what I was
out
thinking.
there in Antarctica.
'Cause there's
up there.
there's a scary human like in each continent, and they name it differently. Like you said, Yeti is
Yes.
a Bigfoot, and then you said Bigfoot's in North America, and then South America they call it something.
They do have
I
something
don't
down
know.
in South America as well.
I believe Josh Cates did a episode in the Tibetan lands up in the mountains where they preserved a Yeti skull. They did some sampling on it. Turned out to be not real.
Ooh.
I was just saying.
Remember, you stayed back when we were at the panel. You guarded the booth, so I could only imagine the stuff you learned from visitors to the booth.
I think you told us that maybe only one person came by and told a story.
Yeah.
'Cause we
Everybody
learned a
else
lot.
was just kind
Yes,
of
yeah.
like
I mean, it was interesting for us at the panel. It was cool. It was great.
It
Great
was.
experience.
Yeah, it was.
We had some really good barbecue afterwards.
We did.
Oh, yeah. Marla and her team took care of
Great place.
all the vendors. And,
Absolutely.
you know, it's the event's changing a little bit in 2025, but the creeps are always down for a visit to Amigo for that type of event for sure.
Yeah. Now you could talk about Vale Mansion series.
Yeah,
Well, I guess
so-
we started that in 2023.
We did,
and
and
we went into
it evolved. That was the Vale Mansion Ghost at Christmas special.
The mannequins.
Yes, the Mannequin House, Caleb. Yes,
Not a fan.
Still not a fan. And you mentioned the Mannequin place
It's
at
a
every
beautiful
investigation
place,
we go
honestly.
to.
The architecture and everything's awesome.
you said mannequin. Where's that at?
That's so this was a special event for the creeps. Unfortunately, you had some family commitments and you weren't able to join. So we were like, man, this place has 4 floors? It just can't be me and Adam by ourselves in there. So this was Caleb's very first event, very first official paranormal exploration with the CREEPZ Ghost Commandos.
Because I remember the only mannequin that I was with was up in Iowa, I think it was, right?
Probably.
Remember we did that?
The mannequins seemed to surprise us, but this was an
you remember?
overpopulation of mannequins.
Huh?
Like at least 20 mannequins.
So we wanted to, stay in that holiday spirit and kind of expand it out a little bit more and just give credit to the Vale Mansion. We had actually investigated that a couple years before 2024, and I love how, we were kind of forced into it because all the holiday decorations were on timers. So if they unplugged all the lights, there goes all the timers.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool how we were able to keep the place lit with the holiday decor. And it really did add a very spooky factor to our paranormal investigation.
I really enjoyed it. I like investigating with lights on because I'm a big scaredy cat.
It did help. Yeah, it did help. But when we got down to that basement, things changed. And that third floor,
Yeah.
that Caleb had to do his solo session at. There's a lot of parts. I believe we have 6 parts out there that we opened up 2024 with. So thanks again to the volunteers at the Vale Mansion who do a great job maintaining that beautiful historic structure to honor Harvey and Sophia Vale. They did a lot for the Kansas City area, and these volunteers are keeping it together. In the Victorian Society as well.
Gosh, you're so good at remembering names.
Well, yeah. The nonprofits, man. The nonprofits are are near and dear to our heart because, without the nonprofits, these places would just be torn down.
Certainly.
And we wouldn't be able to explore a lot of the history that we're able to dig into. So, yeah.
That was Vale. What happened after Vale?
After Vale.
Did we do any paranormal investigating in 2024? We did a lot of events.
Yeah, 2024 was a year of events.
Because, well, we actually had to tell you, right, because my second child was born in between, like, in the March area. So I was very busy raising baby. And so I couldn't commit as much time to paranormal investigating as much as I want. Because I was enjoying the miracle of life. And spit up and diapers and all the other wonders that come with children.
But hey, that's part of it. A future Ghost Commando. We've got to keep the team going for the next generation.
For sure.
And Caleb's always going to be there.
Yep.
Appreciate
I'll be there
that.
with the cameras.
I'm hoping to have another 30 years in this field. We'll see.
I appreciate you taking my children under your wing and showing them the ropes to how to hunt ghosts.
Maybe. Well, hopefully. I mean, I hope so. As long as your kids are down that road.
I'm sure they will be.
I could see Arthur being
Oh, no doubt. Before they get their inheritance, they must complete 10 years of at least paranormal investigating.
There you go.
Yeah, you have no choice.
And look what it's done for us.
Yeah.
Look what it's done for us.
Now, unfortunately, though, they weren't able to experience, like, Grandma's house. That's where it all started. It's...
That's true.
Yeah, because that's where I kind of got, like, my little interest in it,
East Side 635.
You bring up a good point. Or you think homes are still haunted like they were back in the day?
Just I believe they are. Just, I think you get more of a homey feel because it just feels more updated and, I don't know, times are moving.
All the smart technology.
Yeah, it's just like, you kind of just forget about, but that's what's great about the unknown.
About
Right.
you. What about you? Do you think homes were more haunted back in the 80s when we were kids? Or are they more haunted now?
I think the homes that are like 100 years old or ish are more haunted than the
course.
newer ones.
Mm-hmm.
The history.
But I don't know, to be honest with you, because somebody I know is saying that they had some interactions with ghosts in their modern day homes. So who knows if it's just because of the land itself.
I'm also a firm believer in the land.
Yeah.
Not the house, it's just the land.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and you have to kind of think about all the devices that are in the homes now. I mean, back in the day, we were blessed if we had 2 TVs in the house. Now you have homes with 10 TVs and
You have one TV that can share 4 screens at once. The multi-view.
Oh, man.
The
Look.
quad box.
TVs in the bathroom, and who else knows where they're at. All the smart technology that's listening. So homes are very noisy these days. They used to be very quiet back in the day, which kind of allowed you to listen to those mysterious sounds that creep you out a little bit.
Now, I will say, I haven't brought this up to you guys, so new stuff going on.
New stuff.
New stuff. This new stuff. In the new house I am with 3 other roommates, we just found out about the attic. Because we didn't know we had to turn on heat.
Oh, well, gotta have heat and light.
Yeah, so we finally turned on the heat or whatever. And
Yeah.
the guy came by and he goes, where's the furnace at? We think it's inside the wall.
Yeah.
We have no idea where it's at. But yeah, so we finally opened up the attic. And ever since then, since I'm like the one who goes to sleep the latest, like around like 1 a.m. and all that,
Wow.
I get a little weird vibe. It sounds like something's like moving, like just around the house. Like ever since, because we haven't put it back up yet, because we can't put it back up.
Okay.
The attic stairs. So ever since then, it's been kind of a little freaky.
Is it like ceiling access?
Yeah. So
Okay.
like it's like one of those you pull it down.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a little creepy. I mean, nothing's up there. I went up there and checked it out.
Is it kind of like the Home Alone 5 where he goes up to the attic?
Yeah, it's in the garage. That's where the door's at. So it's not like it's in like we're in the middle of a hallway. So we just have the ladder down because we can't put it back up.
Yeah.
It's stuck?
It's stuck.
Hmm.
Oh.
Little WD-40?
Maybe. I mean, I'm not a very big handyman, unfortunately. But yeah, ever since then, it's weird.
The door to the attic's still open?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got more serious concerns than more
Ghosts.
scarier things.
I've been telling him we need to put.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who's like, hey, like, should we put this up? They're like, nah, we can leave it up. It's cool. We go up there.
Do you feel like you open up the portal to the
Yeah, it sounds like a
afterlife?
portal.
Like
It could be. And that's what I'm saying. Ever since then, like today, for example, I'm the only one at home. I had the day off. It just feels like something like just like scattering off in the, which it could just be anything. But yeah, no, ever since then, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Ever since then.
That you know what that was? That was the utility company getting ready to haunt you.
Really?
Yeah, they're gonna send you a very scary bill in the mail.
Why is that?
But done opening into the attic. You got the critters and the airs coming down.
It's in the garage.
It's in the garage.
Yeah, it's not. Like,
Oh.
Yeah, it's in the garage. It's nothing. But the furnace, we cannot find the furnace.
You still can't find the furnace.
We think it's what's it called? Crawl space.
Oh, I thought you were on slab.
That's what I'm saying. I have no idea where the crawl space is at. I saw you even called the landlord and yeah.
That's
I don't know.
why.
It's weird. It's a weird situation, but yeah, it's a weird house. It's ever
It is.
since then it's been kind of a little spooky.
It is an interesting house, yes. That's why, you kind of have to learn about your architecture in this case. But, yeah, you have a little mystery on your hands.
So yeah, I'll let you guys know if updates if anything crazy happens. Hopefully not.
Really?
how old is the house?
I mean, what would you think? I like
It
probably
was built in the 70s, huh?
yeah 70s vibes. So
It
yeah,
seems like
I'll say
70s.
75. 75 will go in the middle.
Well, you know it's one thing that it's not that's spooking your house. Bigfoot, because Bigfoot's not real.
No,
Oh,
it's gotta be said.
confidence.
At me. Or leave a comment.
Well, 2024, it was kind of a quiet spring for us.
For us, yeah.
We're always working on stuff. Really, a lot of the focus has been on backlog.
Plenty of content we have.
A ton. And we apologize, we're not getting out there fast enough.
Full-time jobs is not this.
Yeah, it's just a hobby, bro. It's just a hobby. We're volunteers. We're releasing more episodes, and we're trying to hit up those events. Believe you had a book signing.
Oh, yes, the book signing, yes. I had a book signing in Blue Springs, Missouri at the Phantom Book Pages Festival. It's a great time. Any sort of paranormal authors, local paranormal authors that were in the area could come to this event and have a little book signing and just show off your stuff that you wrote and your spooky stuff that you put in books. And it was a good time. I signed some books and met some other fellow local paranormal authors. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. It was a pretty fascinating event. A variety of authors. The guy sitting next to you, D.V. Chernov.
That's right.
Kind of some action books.
I really like that.
And he's got a pretty cool brand with his books going on. But then I was surprised to see so many dark romance
Certainly
novelists
was.
there.
I hope to be in that category someday.
You want to write a dark romance novel?
Dude, it's so easy.
I think Gid would really write some fascinating dark romance novels.
It really was. Give me some lines.
What would the title be?
Yeah.
Wait, put me on a spot here.
We are.
I just see you as a natural author in the dark romance category.
Blah, 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 blah. By Gideon Michael Coyle.
Oh, you know
By-
my middle name.
GM Coyle.
Yeah, you got to have that cool author name.
Right. Title of your book would be...
Mine would be The Unknown Love by Caleb Tillery.
Ooh.
Oh,
See,
gosh.
that grips me. Because
What's
I
the
want to.
unknown?
Well,
That's it.
I get an automatic teardrop.
The Unknown Love.
Oh, my.
Would you be able to uncover the unknown in one book, or is this a multi-series book?
It's going to be a one book because it's going to be a movie.
Oh,
Yep, one book. That's it. And then you do what The Conjuring did. Boom, 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 boom. Have a little spin-off from that one, like a doll, like Annabelle.
I like that.
Figure out what happened, so we'll figure out who the male. And we'll see what what is it called? Prequel.
I like that a lot.
It's a moneymaker right there. That's what Marvel's doing. unfortunately.
And you've already lined up James Wan for the
100%.
soundtrack. Your
No,
guy.
he's gonna be the director. James Wan is the director. Hans Zimmer will be the soundtrack guy.
Yeah, it's
Ooh,
right
it's
on.
classy.
And then Matthew McConaughey will be the main role with the woman's going to be Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Got it all planned
There
out.
it is. That's all I need.
Yeah, I think mine would be called Her Bigfoot.
That's a good one.
This is a dark romance.
It is.
That's
Okay.
not bad. That's
Dark
fun.
paranormal romance. Yeah,
Oh, dark parent. Okay, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I can see it now.
yeah.
I had some doubts at first, but I think it could work.
Yeah, that's right. How about you? Give me a line. What's the name of your story?
I write business manuals.
Ooh, wow.
I'm very dull. I lack an imagination and creativity. It's very has to be this way, and there's no gray areas. It's black or white for me.
I like that. That's my kind of living.
So, guy meets girl, and just go from there.
That's I'm captivated already.
See,
Yeah.
keep it
I want to know where this goes.
basic.
With a dog.
Oh,
You got to have some type of pet involved.
Yeah.
I think Pete is going to crack down on that story. Oh, as a pet. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, long,
Yeah. There's no. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
It's very
right.
dark.
Remember,
Very- yeah, there's a dark side of you.
dark.
Yeah, it
there's
is.
rules and regulations in my stories.
All right, good. How about you? Full
that-
circle.
Give me that title.
Full circle.
Yeah, we went around.
When you say dark romance, I could probably picture me saying something like ghostly unknown, because it's all about her personality. That a ghost deeps into her feelings to whatever.
Oh, hear me out. I'm pretty sure it's already a title out there. Pretty sure. Ghosted.
Oh,
Pretty sure it's already taken, but get ghosted.
Still,
Pretty good.
try to trademark
Good.
that.
How about the winter turtle?
Turtle.
Think about it.
Turtle comes out and then turtle comes in.
See, Gideon's more of a philosopher. He's more of a philosopher. He's really gonna break it down from a
I pretty much
philosophical
did.
point of view.
His movie would have Leonardo DiCaprio in it. For sure.
Have to.
Yeah, for sure it'd be in his movie.
And Sarah Johansson,
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlet.
That's the Black Widow.
He's on a budget, so he's gonna get Sarah.
You could-
Can't afford that ScarJo.
The Timu.
yeah, there you go. Nice.
Johansson.
I like it.
Maybe that's on the list for 2025. Is
Write a book.
book series.
All four of us.
Let's all write a book. Let's write that dark romance paranormal story.
We got to each make a TikTok account about it, and whoever gets the most followers at the end of the year wins.
Oh, I like it. Comment below which one of those books you'd like to hear written. We'll start crafting it.
Who's gonna edit each book?
I mean, I could proofread everything. I like.
you
Yeah,
can
Really good.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
You two are young bucks, so you can do content creation for it. Get on your TikToks and your Facebooks and go ahead.
When are we gonna start this thing?
We've already started. We've brainstormed it all right
The year
now.
is here.
Right.
All right.
And then I think the next event was the Benton County Historical Society Expo. First.
Which I didn't mean to not go.
You did not mean to not go.
Yeah, you had
I had
big
something.
commitments.
I had something, and I was like, why? Why choose August or not September?
That's all right.
Remember what I said?
Oh, we remember. And they remember.
It was a school time around that time.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
beginning of school.
Back to school time, and that's a big event.
Yeah, because a year before that was in late September, and I was able to go.
That's all right.
Yep. Well, we missed you in
Yeah.
our new home away from home. I mean, we always talk about Iowa, but there's two zones of Iowa. There's the west part with the Des Moines area and the Farrar Schoolhouse, and then more of the east part with Cedar Rapids and our lovely town of Vinton, Iowa. So it was, I mean, I long for the next trip to Vinton, Iowa. not only because of the people, but because they have the Quick Star.
Mm-hmm.
We're able to go back to, and I bring out this bag every episode, it seems.
Yeah.
And I carry this thing everywhere like an old bag lady.
Not sponsored, by the way.
I'm still working on it. I've
You
written
are.
letters.
Quick Star, hello.
Come on, let's take over. I mean, I like Quick Trip down here, but we need Quick Stars.
Yeah, until Quick Trip steps it up with Quick Star food quality and drink quality.
Yeah, you guys
Quick
really
Star.
hyped it up, man. I was kind of like, well, it's just gonna be another gas station. You know, I've grown up on Casey's and Quick Trip, but that place was legit. It was next level.
It was a small fast food and grocery store buffet.
Had great, what was it? Watermelon. Yeah,
Yeah.
Great watermelon.
for breakfast.
it was great. That's all I needed.
In an August morning, that's the perfect breakfast right
It was
there.
beautiful out there during that time.
I opted for the cherry Dunker donuts and the chocolate donuts and the blueberry donuts and the vanilla glazed donuts. I love their donuts, man. I think I brought back about 8 boxes
That's
of
all right.
their Dunker donuts. Their old fashions.
So nice.
Yep. The cholesterol was very high for the next couple weeks, but
Yep.
hey, you worked that off. So it was great to see our old friends, Katie and Josh Hopkins, among others, and their family. Of course, they help out and everything. We had some great Mexican food.
Did.
Did.
Kind of question Cedar Rapids Mexican food. There's a big Hispanic community where we're from in the Kansas City area, but and we think we do a good job with Mexican cuisine, but that was probably some of the best Mexican rice I've ever had.
When I saw the guy pushing around a tequila cart, I said, well, KC just lost.
It was a pretty cool place,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, that was pretty neat, being able to eat there. And we also had some barbecue.
Damn, that was
Yep.
such a cool barbecue place.
Outdoors.
I sat next to Josh Hurd. Me and him had a good time chatting it up.
About Dungeons and Dragons and whatnot.
Yes, we're still trying to put together a Dungeons and Dragons online event. I want to get him. I know Mike Ricksecker's out there. He plays D&D. I'm just going to find a couple handful of others, and maybe one day you'll be seeing a D&D game happening on this channel with various paranormal celebs out there. And it'll be ghost themed, of course.
So last year, Josh Hurds went back to the place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Mm-hmm.
He was there.
Yep, he was invited back as one of the, the big, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't like to use the word celebrities unless they like to use the word celebrities,
sure,
but
yeah.
I mean, he's a subject matter expert. He runs the Malvern Manor, which is a place that you guys haven't been yet, but that's what I was talking to you about. That's the place that's calling out to me in 2025.
Okay.
I'm writing it on my dream board.
Yes.
Need to get back there. But Adam and I's been to the Malvern Manor. But just talking with Josh and hanging out with him, he's such a chill guy. But he's got some stories of his own, and he did a great job with the public investigation there.
He does every time. Yeah. So yeah, I think 2025 we'll get up to Malvern.
We have to.
Yeah.
That Shadow Man hallway.
What do we have planned for 2025?
Oh, the world is our oyster.
There we go.
The
Like
land is our canvas. We can go wherever we want.
That's right. Go with the
We're
flow.
adults.
Yeah.
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 As long as it has a quick star. To the north.
To the north.
To the north we go. Gets colder.
Well, since you say it gets colder, the quick star bag always has some gifts there.
Look at that. Huh. Quick Star is always the gift that keeps on giving, unlike Santa Claus. Whoa! What's this?
To keep your ears warm so you don't have a voice like mine.
Oh, look at that!
What?
Wow! It's got the
No
Creeps
way.
logo on it and everything.
Man.
Wait, are these two mine, or are you just showing them for example?
Well, so there's two different styles
I
here.
see.
We've got this is the Midtowner. I call it the Midtowner because it's, it's a Midtown feel. And you got the Overland Parker right there and more of a,
I get what
You
you're
know,
saying.
a
I
nicer
get what
color.
you're saying.
Yeah.
so yeah.
It's awesome. I love beanies.
Yeah.
Never
No,
knew.
it's not the official
Like
Creeps
that,
emblem
like that.
we have because this is special.
Yeah.
But, this is more for, just meeting with the public in a non-paranormal zone, non-paranormal environment.
Right.
Because this badge is very important to us. The 7-sided star, right?
7-sided star. Yes. Within it's like the old sheriff's badge. Traditional sheriff's badge is like back in the West or even before. Used to have 7 points to it because back then a 7-point star was a symbol to ward off evil and fight bad things. So we've incorporated that into our logo.
I was hoping you'd describe that.
Yeah, of course.
That goes on our gear when we're in a hot paranormal zone. We're around the town. You might get somebody to approach you, say, "Hey, what's CREEPZ?" Nobody can pronounce it correct. It's just creeps.
Creeps, dude.
Yeah, so they might be able to tell you their ghost story now.
It's awesome. I'm gonna wear it every day now. I love beanies.
Can I wear this now? Or?
Of course, yeah, if you want.
Okay. I'm going to wear it like how I wear all my stocking caps. Let's just fit it right on the back here and have it, sort of dope off the back.
That's not how it was intended,
There
but
you go. Isn't that how the cool kids wear
This
it?
is
though?
disrespectful to see.
The disrespectful
it
as
is
hell.
the Overland
hurting me.
Parker.
Well, this is the Overland Parker, isn't it?
Well, I think it's just because the hair on the top part has to at least be covered.
What? No, they have it
Yeah.
hanging off the very
Yeah.
back of their skull like this. That's
Just kind of fits on top like
Yeah.
a bottle top.
right. I need some craft beers to go along with this.
I guess I don't notice it. I guess I never noticed it.
All right.
You'll see.
I'll wear it
Next
like-
time you go to Westport.
How's it look, guys?
There you go.
Wow. Yeah.
Keep those ears warm. Don't let that cold air get into your ears or you're going to sound like a frog like me. Cough drop break. $2024.
I got. Oh no, I was gonna say I got a list of paranormal news headlines that were big in 2024.
Yes.
If you want to touch on those,
Let's get those and then we'll kind of tell everybody how we closed out our 2024 year.
for sure. One of the first things we could talk about was, our last episode talking about Farrar. That was big, sort of local, big paranormal news getting sold to Sam and Colby. I haven't checked back on their page, but I also haven't heard anything new about Farrar.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe no news is good news.
that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, I've touched on Farrar. Hopefully they're getting a lot of feedback about prices and affordability and time. So
And community.
community.
They've got to keep the value that Jim and Nancy worked so hard to build was the value of community. So
Yeah.
that's going to help Farrar stand another 100 years.
Quick side note: Scott Sadler mentioned something when we made an advertisement for our episode 2. Did we meet him at Farrar or did we meet him at Edinburgh?
I believe we met him.
Huh?
That's a good question. I know we met him at Edinburgh, but we
That's
knew
what I
of him at Edinburgh.
Yeah, because he mentioned mentioned about handing out equipment at Farrar, and I shout out to Scott Sadler, good
Yep.
dude.
Yeah, and
His wife,
is Kristen. I think we probably met her at Farrar too.
I think so.
If we forgot to mention Scott Sadler and
That's
Kristen.
what I feel like we did, because I felt like we met him at Edinburgh.
That's on me. Yeah, I thought he was Edinburgh all the way.
Shout out Scott, shout out Kristen. But yeah, back on 2024 Farrar. Again, met a lot of great peeps. If Sam and Colby do it right, there's going to be a lot more peeps meeting there. One bigger name, Bobby Mackey's.
Yeah,
You buy? Like Ghost Adventures, like early on, found Bobby Mackey's. There's like a whale in the basement and a story of like some person get their head chopped off and their head being thrown down in the well. Of course, some sort of dark activity happening there. That was like early Ghost Adventures, but since then, like so many people have gone to Bobby Mackey's and investigated it. But the most recent thing is it got torn down. So yeah,
that's big.
it was time for it. I mean, it wasn't like really financial issue. It was more like foundation issue maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the whale that ran underneath it.
Could be, yeah. Could be. I mean, we trust the decisions that were made. I'm sure they put a lot of thought and strategy into trying to keeping that building alive, but it just sometimes the toughest decision needs to be made.
I know there's some video out there floating around. I think it may have been like, where's Bobby Mackey's? I
I think it's like
it's
Kentucky.
I think so. A paranormal investigator shot some video of it getting torn down. It was sad. I felt them. We've never been, but we know that feeling of losing a paranormal hotspot.
It doesn't
When
feel
you were
good.
talking about it was sad seeing it gone, something else just popped in my head that was happening in 2024. The renovation of the Sour House.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we did talk about that. That's
And I was thinking in my head just now, I'm like, I'm glad they're reviving that instead of
bright spot.
tearing it down.
Yes.
Yeah, big win
That's
for
what I was
history.
thinking.
Good thinking, Gideon. Yes, forgive us for not mentioning Sour
Listen.
Castle's revival.
Yeah.
Huge news in 2024.
Big
Yeah.
time. One of my favorite Christmas memories from 2024. That's right up there with my children, of course, and my family. Was they put little string of Christmas lights on Sour Castle while they're, still renovating it. I thought, you guys, just that little touch just brought so much life back into
Yeah.
that fantastic piece of architecture.
And then rest in peace on, what was the one that got torn down?
Bobby Mackey's.
Bobby Mackey's.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
I say it was in Kentucky.
I think so.
It's in Kentucky.
Very well done. Good job.
Oh, I get Kentucky and Tennessee mixed up a little bit. My apologies. I know you're different.
One looks like a chicken leg.
if somebody said Kansas and Missouri is the same, I'd fight you.
Don't even try. Don't. No. Two different states completely.
What's-
Border war.
What's next on the agenda?
Well, a doozy. The Conjuring House.
Oh,
we talked about
we
that in
did that.
episode 1. Yeah, basically, Jason Haas and his family was very much right. She got in trouble. The lady, Jacqueline Nunez. Yeah, the city cracked down on her and pretty much they shut down her business for paranormal investigating at the Conjuring House. I did read a little bit of an article today. She's going to get in trouble with the city, I guess. But she was like vowing to fight it maybe, and she said that she's still going to try and run little private investigations inside the Conjuring House, and she still technically is the owner of it, but she just can't do a legit business out of it anymore. So, yeah, 2024, that was a huge paranormal news headline. That was fun to watch, all those videos Jason put out.
It's a saga, and we wish the best for both parties involved.
Yeah.
It's a sad situation, especially when you think about the historic house that's not going to get the attention it deserves. It's getting all the wrong attention these days because of people.
Thankfully for me, whenever I hear the Conjuring House, just because I've seen her talk about so much, I just think about Andrea Perrin. She's a nice lady. I've seen her do a lot of interviews. She's done interviews with Mike Ricksecker, and she's always so nice. I can't wait to meet her someday. You want to touch any more on Conjuring House? Has you guys got anything to add?
No, it's an evolving story. Let's just hope it's a happy ending.
Yeah, well said.
Great movie.
Yeah, there you go. We'll always have the movie.
Yep, it's an amazing movie. Best series of all time.
Let's see. The U.S. government had a little meeting about UAPs, essentially UFOs. I can't remember what the UAPs stand for, but it's their thing for it. Might as well just call it a UFO. Everybody calls them UFOs, whether they're in the sea or in the sky. Just call them UFOs. They're unidentified flying objects. You want to put them in the water, they're unidentified floating objects. It's still a UFO.
So our older brother Eric just got me a drone.
Yeah.
Am I cool to fly it?
Sure, it's not going to cause any sort of stirs or scares.
Yeah.
Because you know what? If aliens are in New Jersey, flying over New Jersey in their drones, do you think they'd have their lights on?
Yeah, you raise a good point. Sorry for not having an answer ready, sir.
Yeah, it's all right. No worries. No worries. But yeah, you'd be perfectly fine. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well then,
New Jersey, don't
Let's
worry.
go.
It's fine.
yeah, it's over. East
The only
Coast.
thing you got to worry about is nobody knows who's flying the drones. The government won't tell us. That's all right. No
So I
worries.
should wear a bright orange suit
Yeah.
when I fly it. And
Yeah.
Make my presence known.
Don't throw bottles at it. Don't try to shoot them down. Just give them a thumbs up. Yeah, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, cool.
That was drones. Pretty much falls into the UAP stuff. Josh Hurd is a beekeeper. We touched on that a little bit. He's dabbled in beekeeping.
Yeah, that's a brave job. That's something I could never do. If I see a bee, I'm the fastest runner you've ever seen.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Long jump is my specialty when I see a stinging insect.
Oh man, that's cool.
But over the last week, I have consumed a lot of honey, so thank you, bees.
Very nice. Yes, bees are kind. Just don't sting me. One little more headline was I saw that have you heard of the Lalaurie Mansion down in Louisiana?
No.
It's pretty. Oh boy, it's got a dark history. The original builder or one of the original owners of the Lalaurie Mansion, she did some bad things to some people in there way back in the 1800s or whatever. Since then, she died off. She buggered off. We get more owners down the road. One of them being great actor Nicolas Cage.
Oh,
He owned it for a little bit.
really?
Got too scared with his family in there, so they moved off. And
Scared off Nick Cage?
yes,
What?
Dang.
True story. True story.
Interesting.
Fell under new ownership. Long story short on that, nobody's ever investigated the Lalaurie Mansion. All these times. All these dark, spooky stories. Even Nicolas Cage gets scared. But now, it's under new ownership. Anybody heard of, what was it? Like Ghost Hunts USA or something?
Yep.
I think it's them. They bought it.
Okay.
They bought it. And now they're allowing paranormal investigations.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
You're gonna have fun with that one. I said if it's scaring off Nick Cage, I don't want that.
Louisiana Ghosts. Very old town.
I mean, Louisiana is known for,
Yeah, but they got
scary stuff down there.
that voodoo stuff.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
they.
saying. It's-
You thought cryptids blew our minds.
right.
That voodoo's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, I've been down to New Orleans. and-
Real.
yeah, they're all about it too down there.
Mm-hmm.
It's very historical down there.
Much respect to anybody doing the voodoo business. I have no qualms or quarries about you. Enjoy. Have fun with it. It's great. That's Lalaurie Mansion. And of course, let's see. I got nothing. I got nothing else.
That's some pretty hot topics going on.
It's a lot for paranormal.
I mean, yeah, and hopefully those stories bring good light to the paranormal community and field. But unfortunately, there's a lot of drama that goes with that too.
And, it brings up a good point. I've been in 2024. I felt like I saw a lot of paranormal teams really hitting it hard on the YouTube channels, including Jason Haas. Like he was promoting. Didn't you say he was doing a Ghost Hunt 360?
I think so.
And it was going to be specifically on his YouTube channel. So it's looking like a lot of people are straying away from network TV.
Yeah, they are. They're kind of doing what we've tried to do all along, just make the content accessible and
Right.
film it to where it kind of feels like you're taking the viewer along with us.
That's
And
what we want.
that's cool. That's open source. I think, as long as it's legit and not dramatized, I think a lot of people will be able to learn a lot about the paranormal do's and don'ts, basically.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I understand you got to get those clicks for ratings. You got to get the watch time, and that comes with some fakery.
Yeah. Speaking of fakery, the AI out, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Changes the
And
game.
big thing.
Change.
Anytime we upload a YouTube video, it asks if anything inside the video has been AI generated.
Really?
I wonder who's yeah. So YouTube is I think keeping a close eye on AI, and it is also going to have you click a disclaimer. Does this portray any person that actually did not say what they actually said? Again using AI. So hopefully people are being truthful with that. especially if they produce paranormal content. But yeah, you're right. AI is probably going to be a big topic we're going to be talking about this time next year.
Yeah, because it really blew up like
It did.
last couple months, like big time.
Yeah.
AI has pretty much taken over everything except the food industry.
Which I'm all down for. Team AI. A little different. I think it's cool.
But what about the musicians? What about the artists?
Hello. Hi.
Sorry. It's really cool stuff. I think just technology is awesome.
What about James Earl Jones? I mean, I kind of get that.
You say this now, but just wait until AI takes over the New York Giants or
would help 'em out.
OKC.
They're only going to get better.
OKC's doing great. We got a bunch of young lads that are killing it up there.
Yeah.
You know, Musk is gonna dress one of his new robots up in one of the uniforms, and it's gonna be automatic threes every time.
I hope not.
That's
I'm sick and tired of threes.
That's
I want
game.
2000s ball.
Maybe it already is AI. They just haven't learned to shoot like a 15-foot jump shot. They're settling for Steph Curry shots.
That reminds me of another little headlines I saw. Caitlin Clark thinks that the NBA is declining in popularity right now because everybody's too good. AI.
My opinion on that, I know it's a little off topic, but I think it's just because streaming. I think streaming, it's because most, like me, I'll say it, I use Stream East. It's a great site to where you could watch any game you want, and that's not going to pull up on the ratings.
Is that like Napster or Kazaa?
Ooh.
It's like a Meth Labs. You got the
Oh, God.
What? Wait, wow.
Oh.
What?
Meth Lab streams, you know? They got
Flap streams. This is
I've heard of Streamlab, but
what's Young Buck talking about over
a
here?
lot of free places to watch basketball and football.
Oh,
And
I gotcha.
no one uses DirecTV anymore. As much.
There you go. Hot take. Or wild stats.
yeah,
There it is.
We haven't put one out yet.
that's true. First time doing a wild stats.
Yeah. Well, that's it for 2024.
Well, not quite.
Oh,
Remember, we've been putting out our Sally House episodes.
and
Yes, so we've really only put out, I guess, 3 series, basically. The Vale Mansion early on 2024, then we did that special Benton County Historical Society and Benton Train Depot episode that you were there for.
yeah.
It was a 2023 event appearance, but a 2024 video. We taught everybody some things about historic staircases, hopefully.
I think, yeah.
We love our staircases.
Oh, it's so neat.
And then after that video, we moved along to finally releasing our Sally House experience. 6 parts are out right now. And part 6 basically shows the conclusion of our investigation. But there's going to be a highlight reel because there was a lot. We had an eventful night at the Sally House. All 4 of us were there.
You gonna make that free on our YouTube page so they don't have to go to Patreon?
Of course.
Very good.
Accessible.
Yeah, our Patreon page is gonna have great content, full of nonsense. We'll level with you.
There you go.
You want to learn about some cheeseburgers and chicken sandwiches?
He needs to learn about chicken
That
sandwiches.
you do.
Never had one. Eventually I will.
This guy knows everything about chicken sandwiches.
Hell yeah. Grilled or crispy.
That's right.
A chicken sandwich
You-
expert.
It just
That
doesn't
just
make
said hell.
sense. Why get why put the bun on there? You know, it makes no sense.
For your toppings. Gideon has consumed. I remember back in our hockey days, we go to McDonald's and the first thing you'd get is the McChicken.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But he's one of those guys that eats his fries first. You still eat your fries first?
You eat the fries first.
Good.
So you guys eat the fries last?
I'd like.
It accompanies the sandwich.
Right.
I think you go fries first, then you eat the sandwich.
Why?
I'll take a pinch of fries first, and I'll eat that as I'm unwrapping my burger and then getting ready to take a bite.
Because like once you get enough of the fries, you kind of just leave it off to the side and you just.
But I do agree with you. And when
Yeah,
I was younger, it used to be fries first and sandwich. But since
It's like a
I'm
little
diabetic-
appetizer, and then you got your entree meal right there.
This is unheard of.
Yeah, so maybe we were just taught differently.
Right.
But he would make sure his fries are completely gone before he even touches that chicken sandwich, and I thought that was so weird. But it sounds like you.
Unfortunately for
try to
me, I
finish.
don't. I don't eat a lot. It's more of like I'll eat like a little bit, then I'll eat the real deal. Fries are kind of like they're there.
So I'm excited about 2025. On to the next mega series. Remember, we have some bangers lined up,
Yeah, we
and
do.
hoping within the next 30 days or so, we get a little teaser out for the next series.
So far, the only thing I got written down for 2025 is happening here in just a moment. It's Missouri Paracon, which we've already talked about, but we'll talk about again. Scan that QR code. Make sure you get your tickets. February 28th to March 1st. Be sure to get your ticket if you want to do a paranormal investigation at the Belvoir Winery with us and a host of other cool paranormal peeps.
February 27th.
That's the
right.
investigation.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll be there. Can't wait. Thursday night.
Be there or be squared. Or be squared, be there. No, how do you say that?
You said it the first time.
Cool. All right.
One take good.
Would that be a rectangle?
I mean, it is it's what like 1950s kids would do. You L7 dudes.
I don't think you could even make a square with your fingers, honestly.
You really can't. You got to bring it up. But then you start going into World War II symbols, and we can't have that.
Yep. We're about to be putting up some signs. We might put the hands down.
All right.
So, I think we anything else you guys want to bring up for 2025? Yeah,
Hopefully.
No, wait. We forgot one big thing that happened in 2024.
What was that,
Yes.
Mr. Alec?
Our brand new podcast that we launched.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
The other side of the other side.
How
Brand new
about that?
pink. Brand new podcast.
Yeah.
Talking about the things that you may not be aware of what goes on in the paranormal realm. Take it from first-hand ghost hunters like us.
Yeah. I think we touched on a lot of things that we weren't aware of, or touched on a lot of things that we brought perspective to from our level. This is our level, from our down to earth level.
Yeah, what you see is a pretty edited view of our experiences, but there's so many things that go on behind the scenes. So we're looking forward to sharing more episodes of the other side with you. And we hope you enjoy those special stories that accompanied us in those adventures.
This is the beginning of 2025. We got a lot more to go. We got a whole year of fun stuff ahead of us.
So we just kind of let the year
More to
happen.
talk
Yeah.
about.
Lots more to talk about.
Lots more to talk about.
One thing we don't have to talk about, Bigfoot, because it's not real.
Who thinks it's not real?
Comment below. Right here.
Caleb or Adam?
I
wonder
don't
who.
I don't think it's real. I've never cared for Bigfoot. He's never really.
But
know.
Apparently he's so fast that you can't see him.
What do you think?
I think so. I think he has a big stride, and he's fast, and you can't see him
Definitely not.
because
Yeah.
he has big legs because he's Bigfoot.
There it is, right. So, I think we should go investigating for the the human-faced frog. We need to
And you said
determine
apparently it's in Kansas,
No, it's a Loveland Frogman. Apparently, it's in Ohio.
Ohio.
I don't know. I was reading it whenever you were searching in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's like the Loveland frog.
in the D&D world, they call it a bullywug. Yeah. It's real there.
So you say it's in Ohio?
Ohio. O-H!
I-O.
Thank you. All right. So that's the only thing I know from Ohio.
Braun.
Chili.
Dude,
King.
are we doing a
Burrow.
weekend trip on that?
Yeah, let's go to Loveland. Like, or
Why
comment
you say
below if you want us to go to
Loveland?
Loveland.
We would be the people to
Is there
actually
actually
find. We would be the-
is there actually a Loveland, Ohio?
There is. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Look at it. Right here.
Confirmed.
Speaking of, if there's crazy names out there, there is a Put-in Bay.
Yeah.
In Bay,
There really is.
Ohio.
You've been there.
Yeah, it's a small island right off of Ohio, but
Putin Bay.
it's part of Ohio.
That's the name of your romance novel, Putin Bay, but Bay is spelled B-A-E.
Dang, there we go.
Yeah.
It's been revealed by cosmic forces.
Look at that.
Yeah.
We brought you to it.
Dang, that's
Putin Bay.
that's the
Multiple
mystery
personalities.
Of the cabin.
It is.
That's the weird
Tell
thing
it.
that happened. Putin Bay.
You said dark romance.
That's right.
So she has multiple personalities.
There you go.
From a good ghost and a bad ghost that puts it inside her brain that makes her go crazy.
Boy,
For
you
the
were
chance
close.
of for a chance of having love.
Yeah.
There
a
it
guy.
is. See,
Yeah, wow.
dude has written his book.
Innocent. Wow, this is, he knew you'd
Amazing.
come around and get it.
Dang, I'm
great.
impressed. I'm impressed.
Well,
It just needed to formulate a little bit.
Yeah.
Very cool.
well, that's been the other side of the other side. Thank you for joining us. And do remember to like and subscribe. Like, subscribe, get notified, comment below, talk to us. We're here.
That's right. Thanks so much for everybody who stayed with us during 2024 and watched our videos on YouTube and met us in person, shared their own ghost stories with us. We love hearing about other people's ghost stories. We think they're all fascinating. So here's 2025. We're looking forward to seeing you.
Have a good night, good evening, good morning, whatever it is when you're watching this, and we'll see you later. Definitely rattling in the cabinet. The crystal. I think it's
You
the
heard it?
crystal. I'm telling you, I shouldn't have bought that crystal, but it's here now and I can't get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's our responsibility now to
Nope.
society to keep it safe.
That's right. Yes.
Is it our burden, or is it our hope?
It could be our hope. Maybe it will unlock the mysteries.
I think
of
it's
the
a
other
Diddy
side.
crystal.
A what? A Diddy crystal?
I think you got a Diddy crystal.
Oh.
2024. There you go.
Oh.
There you go. That's the biggest news of 2024.